In Project Zomboid, at some point, you've probably made a loot run to the local school in the hope of finding that elusive skill book or magazine. And if you are lucky enough to find exactly what you were looking for, then you may never return. At least, until you need the next one. If that sounds like you, then don't go anywhere, because I'm about to tell you all the other reasons why the local school is one of the best locations on the map. But just before I get into it, if you do enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. It really does help me out. Now firstly, I want to talk about loot. With all the classroom desks and hall lockers, there are a lot of containers, so you could find a lot of really useful loot. A good place to start is the hall lockers. You should expect to find bags for carrying all that lovely loot you're just about to find, books which can be useful for reducing depression, and also pens for marking the map, if that's your thing. Now, it's also possible to find quite a bit of food in the school, as there are 3 locations where you might be lucky: the school cafeteria kitchen, the staff break room, and the classroom desks. You can also find cigarettes in the class desks too, which is really useful if you took the smoker trait. Now, some of the larger schools will also have a nurse's room where you can find medical supplies, and also, if there's a reception, expect to find a water dispenser. And of course, as I said earlier, the school library is a great place to go for that hard to find skill book. You can also find even more skill books in the classrooms. So taking the time to conduct a thorough search of the school should give you a lot of useful loot. The school is also a great place to gain XP for 3 useful skills. You can level up your carpentry by disassembling the many classroom desks. Although they don't give a great amount of XP per desk, as there is a few dozen per room, you can level up your carpentry in no time. And there's also a lot of things you can disassemble to level up your metalworking. The blue classroom chairs, the hall lockers, the toilets and the showers can all be disassembled for metalworking XP. You can also find a fair few radios and video games which you can disassemble for electrical XP. And don't overlook the classroom wall clocks. Once you've gathered up all that loot and leveled up your skills, it's also worth taking the time to have a quick look at the cars in the school parking lot for a drivable vehicle, or maybe just some cigarettes in the glove box. So there you go. That's why you should be going back to school in Project Zomboid. There's some good loot to be found, you can level up your skills, and maybe even find a decent vehicle. And don't forget that there's at least one school in every town on the map. Thanks for watching.